But what jumped off the page to me and to us while we were reading it is that all of these examples of faith by the prophets of old are actually very closely associated with sacrifice. And not animal sacrifice, but the true spirit of sacrifice, that broken heart and contrite spirit, meaning self-sacrifice. So Abel offered a more excellent sacrifice than Cain in giving of his of what he had. Enoch, obviously, the city of Enoch associated with consecrating all that you have, the law of consecration. Noah sacrificed his life, his time, his ministry to preaching and preparing the ark. Abraham sacrificed his homestead and then was even willing to sacrifice Isaac. Moses sacrificed his entire lifestyle as, the son of Pharaoh's daughter, like rich, lifestyle of the rich and the famous. These are all significant sacrifices that's being mentioned here. So this is a lesson. This is very profound, deep doctrine. I mean, this is temple doctrine here, if you really think about it. Like true faith that has the power to receive grand blessings, right? The blessings that the prophets of old received. I mean, we're talking fullness of priesthood blessings. That kind of faith is associated with sacrifice, the law of sacrifice, self-sacrifice, being willing to give all that you have, right? Even your life if necessary, as we learn from the perfect example of Jesus, having that true spirit of sacrifice to the point where you align yourself with the will of the Father to whatever degree he asks you to sacrifice. That is the foundational power of faith. I think that's what we learn here.
It was pretty fascinating that we both said, what's the common denominator here? And it was clearly the element of self-sacrifice to all of this. And why does that matter? Well, because to sacrifice and to be willing to sacrifice all that we have been given in the telestial, it leads to a consecrated heart. It leads to one who says, I not only am I willing to give up what I have, but I'm now willing to give it all to the Father and allow him to do what he will and to do what he chooses. And that's the heart of that. That's the pure heart and pure hands lifestyle that we need to become one with the Father, to be a joint heir through Christ with the Father. Like that's what is required. That's what is needed. And so learning to sacrifice, learning to give up you and the natural man within you and the telestial world around you and to give all of that up so that what? So that then you can learn to grow into the celestial, the true son or daughter that you are intended to be, and learn to truly consecrate to what? To the cause of Zion, the building up of the kingdom of God, to building that celestial state in which we want to be a part of, so the giving up leads to the building up of what God needs and what God has in store for us. And that's such beautiful imagery because we are active participants in Zion.
Thank you for watching. If you found this content spiritually enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Like the gospel, these little things make all the difference, and it helps the algorithm push out better content for everyone to enjoy on YouTube.